not just anybody.
Hi, Internet Westcott here with BAC Magazine and Positive Television. We have as our guest today Victory from the hip-hop group Catastrophe.
Hello, hello.
He has a very touching and special story to share with us today. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Born and raised?
Born and raised, Fort Worth. Good old Fort Worth, Texas. Funky time in the building. Y'all don't know nothing about that funky time.
No, you have to share with us in a little bit about that.
Okay.
You still live there?
I'm part-time, half and half. Spent about 2 weeks here in Marina Del Rey and about 2 weeks in Fort Worth.
Okay, nice. What you have business still there, or are you trying to move
I do have
here?
business still there. I do real estate. I'm a musician, so I still record there.
Okay.
Investments, do a lot of things.
You got your hands in a lot of
I
different
do.
businesses.
Yes, I do.
Nice. You eventually gonna try and move permanently?
That's my goal. My goal is to be here full time. And I moved out here for wine. Excuse me. Started a wine company.
Okay.
I moved out here to produce wine and do my foundation work with Pravat and give myself a shot at doing music full time.
Nice.
So hopefully I can get that squared away.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Can you tell us about the time your life was forever changed when you were 3 years old?
I don't go back there much. The memory is very deep. However, when I was 3 years old, I was in a house fire. I ended up losing both of my parents, a brother and a sister. I'm the youngest of four, and my oldest brother survived. So 2 out of the 6 survived. The oldest child and the youngest child, and I'm the youngest. One night we had dinner as we normally have as a family, and I remember waking up hearing screams and crying and seeing flames. And yes, people ask me, do I remember the situation? I remember it like it was yesterday, and I was 3 years old. It's one of those things that you kind of don't forget.
I can imagine.
It seems like a dream, believe it or not, at times. And other times it's so real because I have the scars to prove it, to show it.
What degree burn did you get?
3rd degree burns on, I want to say 30% of my body.
Okay.
So, I woke up to flames and smoke and screams, and I remember my father directing traffic. I call it traffic because he was telling us where to go, what to do, what not to do. And we never, according to my brother, we didn't have an escape plan or anything like that.
Right.
That they tell you to have. You don't expect for things like that to happen. But during that time, I remember hearing him doing a lot of yelling and, go over there, don't do that, don't go that way. And we had a window in our bathroom above the shower. I remember him beating the glass and breaking it and turning the shower on. He took me to the restroom. I was the first one out. He took me to the restroom. He broke the glass, turned the shower on to get the fire off of me, and just tossed me out. And I remember hitting the ground and looking up like waiting on him to come out, and he never came out. Actually, he did come out, according to my brother's side of the story. He came out, but he didn't come out the way that I expected him to, which was the window, right after me, because he went back in to get the rest of my family, our family. And, you know, so I'm standing outside waiting on him to come out, or waiting on anyone to come out, and I never saw anyone.
Your brother was with you, or was he already thrown out the window as well?
My oldest brother, I want to say he got out through the back door. My father told him they'd met in the hallway where everything met. Like, I wish I could explain the way our house looked. Me telling you, okay, it was to the right or to the living room probably wouldn't make much sense. But the way that the house was designed, everything kind of met at this one particular hallway. So I remember him telling my brother to go that way. And I'm sure that's the way he got out. And he got out through the back. I believe he got out through the back. I don't think he got out through the window like I did. And he ran down the street to my grandmother's house, which she lived a couple of blocks down, and told her to, you know, told everyone in the house. My grandmother wasn't there, which she's the one who raised us. But the people that were there were my cousin and my aunt at that particular moment.
Okay.
And he told them to call 911, and of course they did. And yeah, that's kind of how it happened. And apparently I'd wandered off and gotten lost, so they had to send a search team for me.
Oh no.
And I was in a field somewhere by my house, a couple of blocks down.
Wow.
And I don't remember that part. But I do remember seeing the spotlight hit me. Like, when they found me, it was kind of scary because police just kind of, you know, like, flashed the lights on me, and I saw the helicopter spotlight hit me, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here?
You probably thought you were still dreaming at that
I
point.
thought I was dreaming, yeah. And then I remember waking up in the hospital, and I don't remember the journey to the hospital. I just remember waking up and seeing a lot of lights around me. I was in some type of bed that was supposed to keep me warm or whatever. And I remember falling asleep again or passing out. And my next memory was going through physical therapy. So victory is more than just a word to me. It's inspiration, it's understanding, it's growth, it's power. The word victory means so much to me because it saved my life. It's kind of a character, so to speak, a second personality, if you will. But victory saved my life. That word taught me that you can find what you want out of life if you look within, and you have control over your own thoughts. That's the victory. That's the power. That's the understanding. If you take control over your own time, your own thoughts, you too can have the victory. Everyone can. Don't look outside of yourself. No one else should be able to tell you who you are or who you aren't. Only you can do that. That's the victory.
variation of another. If I say I'm in that color.
Victory! Trophy style record.
I'm not just anybody.